Close Look is brought to you by Applewood Kia. Two locations in Surrey and Langley. Applewood Kia.
Brighton College.
Park Avenue West. In Surrey. parkavenueliving.ca.
Your work always tells a story. Let's have a close look.
Hi, Close Look viewers. My name is Parul Bakshi, and today I'm going to be interviewing Susan Cumberland. Let's find out why. Hi, Susan. Welcome to our show.
Hi, Parul. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Susan Cumberland, she is an inspiration. When I read your story, I was very inspired. And I feel like you have a lot to share with our viewers about what it is you do, how you started, how you began.
So what we do is we send certified teachers to students' homes to tutor one-on-one, grades 1 to 12, all subjects. But the most exciting thing is that this service is so wonderful that I have franchised the business, and I've been doing that since 2009. It's great, it's very challenging, but it's a way to build a business and spread it across a country.
Oh, that's really wonderful. So what is your educational background? Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? And what led to this path?
I grew up in North Vancouver, just a regular childhood, pretty middle class. My father was an engineer. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. And I think that's what inspired me, because I wanted to be home once I had children. So I started my business because I wanted to be home with the kids and build a stable home life. You asked me my education, so I'll throw that in too. After I went to school, I did go to the same school. I stayed in the same neighborhood and went to school from grade 1 to 12 with all the same children, which is really nice. And then I went on to Capilano University and then on to UBC to get my teaching degree in secondary education, phys ed in English. Then I got my first job in Abbotsford, which was very challenging for someone who's 23, and especially me. I wasn't the most mature person at that age. I was not very good at classroom management. I kind of got eaten alive. Wasn't really happy with teaching at that point. Then I went on to Tokyo, Japan, where at that time English teaching was very popular and we could make really good money. So I stayed there 3.5 years and had a great time, came home with money and was able to buy a condo.
Wow, that's quite incredible. How old were you when you bought your first property?
28 years old.
Wow, okay. So after your education, you decided all your career. What was the highest point of your career, you would say?
Well, I met my husband. Well, not that that he's part of the career, but sort of. He's a teacher as well, and we ended up going to San Diego State University to get our master's degree. And when I was there, I was lucky enough to become the assistant coordinator at San Diego State University American Language Institute. So that got me into some leadership roles, and I got my master's in educational leadership.
Wow, that's quite incredible. In terms of an entrepreneurial life, which you are living right now, how do you think that's different than a normal 9 to 5? What are the challenges, and what are some of the good things?
Well, in some ways it's easier, and in some ways it's harder. It's easier because when you work for someone else, you're always worried about whether they like you or not, or what they're thinking, and they kind of have control whether they can promote you or demote you. So there's always that concern. What's the other person thinking about me? So when you're on your own, you can control your own time. You can work as much as you want or as little as you want. There's no ceiling. You can make as much money as you want if you're passionate enough and willing to work hard. And it's fantastic. Yeah, I just love it.
You do love it. So you consider this your passion. You followed your passion and it's become a career and a successful one at that.
Yes, it wasn't what I planned though. I had planned to go into teaching, but once I had children, I ended up wanting to be at home. So this seemed to make sense. It was tutoring and seemed like an easy business model, and I just did it, and it grew quickly because there's such a market. And even since I started in 2002, it's grown more and more every year.
Wow, okay. So what keeps you motivated? What makes you get up every morning to follow this passion of yours? Like what is it that keeps you motivated day in, day out?
I have a vision for sure, and that is that I want to award 150 franchises at least across Canada and the US. And even though I don't push myself really hard to do it, I mean, I do, but I also take care of my health. I respect my body, and I want to, exercise and do all of those things. And I want to make a comfortable home for my family, and I want to have fun with my friends. So when I make my list at night, I make a list of all the things I'm going to do the next day, and it includes all of those things, but it also definitely includes the steps I need to take towards my vision of my business. So I get there slowly. Every day I'm heading that direction.
Wow, okay. So motivation comes from whatever you've achieved so far, but what about your inspiration? What inspires you? What would you consider? Is it your family? Is it somebody that you look up to?
Well, I always admire successful people. And one story that I really like is the story about Ray Kroc, who started McDonald's, because I am a franchisor now. He started at the age of 55, and I'm 55 now. And so it's never too late, and that's what's exciting. I like motivational speakers such as Tony Robbins, and I like Bob Proctor, who does the Law of Attraction. So I take their workshops, and I go to their seminars and read all the books. I also like Michael Eckert, who wrote The E-Myth, which is all about if you have something you love to do, why just do it small? Why not do it big? So that's something that motivates me.
Well, Susan, thank you for being on our show. You're definitely an inspiration to a lot of young entrepreneurs and people that are looking to switch from a 9-to-5 to an entrepreneurial lifestyle. Is there a last message that you'd like to convey to our audience and inspire maybe some people to take the same step that you did?
I thought long and hard about this, so I actually made a list.
That's perfect.
Okay, so it is hard, and you have to be very self-motivated. You need to be ready for a roller coaster ride. You have to be comfortable with uncertainty. You have to be very passionate about what you're doing. You have to believe in yourself, and don't think about the money. If you provide excellence to people, the money will come to you.
Wow, that's really inspirational. Thank you very much for the great tips. I do think that your story can inspire a lot of young people and people that are just looking to switch to an entrepreneurial lifestyle. Thank you very much for being on our show.
Well, thank you for having me on the show. I love to educate people, so I hope you all take my advice and you can do something good with it. Thank you. Hello, my name is Susan Cumberland, and I run a business. I manage and I interview teachers and send them out to students' homes. It is a home-based business, and my children here are the reason why I started my home-based business, because I wanted to have a comfortable home life for them and be home for them when they were growing up. And I'm still at home for them, but they don't like it because I can spy on them. But as a parent, I know you understand that that's a good thing to do. Right, girls? So I hope that I can inspire you also to do a home-based business where you can be at home with your kids. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Parole for Close Look TV. And today I have with me Alana Cumberland and Rianne Cumberland. And they're going to tell me something about their accomplishments. Alana, how old are you?
I just turned 13.
Yeah. Rianne, how about you?
I just turned 15.
So I heard that you've just taken part in a school provincial science fair. How did that go? I've heard that you've also made it to the finalists. How many people are in your school?
That competed in the competition, about 60.
And you got chosen?
Yeah.
Wow. And so what was this project about?
It was on the 5-second rule and whether it was true or false. And it ended up being false, so.
Oh, wow, that's quite exciting. So what is it that, is it something your parents push you to do, or do you do this on your own will?
No, science is my favorite subject, and I don't know, even if it wasn't for school, I think I'd do a project on my own.
Oh, that's really good to hear. What about you, Rianne? What grade are you in?
I'm in grade 9.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I'm actually thinking of possibly being a teacher, like my parents.
That's really interesting. And what about yourself?
Well, I wanted to be a psychologist.
Well, I wish you girls all the best. Keep working hard, and I hope that you accomplish all that you want to achieve in life.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Hi, my name's Rayanne, and I'm in grade 9.
I'm Lana, and I'm in grade 8. And you're watching Close Look.
Hi, my name is Harvinder, and I'm here with Angus, and I'm from Close Look, and we're here to talk to Angus about the event that we just witnessed right now, which is called 1 Billion Rising. Angus, thank you so much for talking at the event today. I really enjoyed what you were talking about, and the initiative that you have with your football teammates that you're working on. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, our program is called Be More Than a Bystander, and obviously violence against women has been an ongoing problem that doesn't seem to be getting better, but now we've come up with a program that tries to take the proactive approach with Be More Than a Bystander, looking at maybe the 99% of youth out there that aren't committing these acts, but trying to encourage them to start doing something about it, to start looking beyond their own day and just trying to avoid issues, and start looking around and saying, how can I help? Asking the questions to their friends if they're okay, asking if there's something they can do, and going to seek help if you don't know what to do in the situation, and start becoming a leader. It's really a leadership program where you look beyond yourself and you say, I want my school to be a safe place, I want my community to be a safe place, and let's keep each other safe.
That's amazing. And you've been going all over BC. You were saying you're up north and everywhere else as well?
We're in our 4th year now, and we travel everywhere. So I think we've done about 30 schools a year, and that's growing. Obviously there's a cost involved, so the more funding we can get, the further we can travel. But, we've been Fort St. John, we've been Prince Rupert, Prince George, into the interior through Kamloops, Kelowna, Vernon, obviously the Lower Mainland, and we're trying to reach every single part of the province. And I think because we're doing it every year, about every 3rd or 4th year, we got to go back to the same place we've been to, because it's a new set of kids that are coming through, and you can't just start a movement and then stop it. You got to keep it going so it builds its own momentum. So there'll become a time where it just becomes reality, right?
You talked a bit about what your mom's message was. Can you just share that with us?
Well, I have a very influential mother that. I'm one of 6 kids, and I was fortunate where I had a loving family, but my mom wasn't naive enough not to prepare us for the real world, and she wanted us to be leaders and people that could go out and make change, and there was always things that she would remind us of. And the 2 big ones for me was, if I ever grew up to be somebody that people would listen to, make sure you always use that to say something that matters. Especially today's world on social media, kids all have a platform to say whatever they want. Well, why don't you use that to say something that actually matters? And I got to become a football player where people would listen to me. So why not use this to do something good with the words I'm about to speak or the actions I'm going to do? And the other one was always that for evil to exist, all it takes is for good people to do nothing. And that really ties in with the Be More Than a Bystander, because if you're not doing anything to help the situation, why would it get better? And most people consider themselves good people. But are you really going out of your way to help stop problems? Or are you just trying to say, well, I don't do these things, I'm a good person? Well, we need more than that now. We need people to start looking for ways to help, to make their friends safe and their school safe, and make it a better place.
Thank you so much, Angus. Really appreciate your message.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome to Close Look TV. My name is Nathan Furtado, and we're here at Vancouver Fashion Week. We're going to go take a look at some of the designers, some of the models, and some of the event organizers, and see what they have in store for us for the fall-winter season of Fashion Week. Come on with me and let's take a close look. Hey everybody, welcome back to Close Look. I'm here with Jerome, one of the main coordinators of Vancouver Fashion Week. Is this the first year you've been involved in Vancouver Fashion Week? How long have you been involved with this, and how have you seen it grow?
I started it, 13 years now. It's growing every season. Every season, more designers, more attendees, more media partnerships.
When I look at past years as compared to, today, I'm seeing a lot more diversity in the lines. We're not just seeing lines from Europe, we're not just seeing lines from North America or from Vancouver in general, but we're seeing a global show here throughout the week. Mind commenting a bit on some of the international designers and maybe even some of the models that have come through Vancouver Fashion Week this year?
We have designers from London, Berlin, Finland, Brazil, Korea, literally from all over the world, 25 countries. We just had a celebrity model from Simran who was representing Sharvan Kumar. So we focus on diversity in terms of models who are modeling in the show and designers as well. So that's why you will see every season.
You came up with this concept 13 years ago. This is the dream come true right now. This is everything in motion right now. How did you envision this 13 years ago? How did you come to think Vancouver needs something like this? Vancouver needs an event to showcase fashion.
Well, I used to do shows before I started Fashion Week. So it wasn't like I had a dream and I started. It was natural progression where one big show, another big show, another big show led me into creating Vancouver Fashion Week. So yes, it was absolutely a dream that I envisioned, but it took a long time. Never left the faith and making it the way it is today. But because it took so long, it's very difficult to really realize where we are today.
All right, so planning process, give us maybe a little glimpse as to how much work you've been doing just this year alone.
Oh, it's a lot of work. I'm not alone. It's a big team. It's a big team. We start 5 months before. The team is from small to big. So I'm just one individual. There's so many people that work on this show. I may get to take the credit, but I'm just one person individual. There's so many people make this happen.
And you've also been able to enlist so many volunteers into helping with this. We see staff and even us as media, we're all over the place, but even the models, a lot of them are local. Talk about how you're able to get so many local models and even like brand new people. We've interviewed people who's like, this is their first day modeling today when they came out with Shravan rather. Talk about how you get these guys involved, how you get them started.
Well, at the end of the day, people go where there's value. So it's something that gives them value. The show brings them amazing values. The production value is great. Media exposure is great. Designers, amazing. So that's one of the main reasons. When we first started, when the show was smaller, we had difficulty attracting. Even paying people were difficult. Now, because of the value, everyone gets something out of it. That's why.
All right, so here at Close Look TV, we're very prideful in broadcasting to the youth and to youth development. Is there anything out there you can say to someone maybe striving to be on that runway, striving to be a designer, even striving to be someone like you, a coordinator who helps bring events into, from a vision to a reality? And what can you say to them maybe when things get hard or when things kind of get tough?
Well, the only thing that got me here is drive and persistency and believe in myself. So you have to believe in yourself and be persistent at it, good times and bad times, especially bad times, because that's where the big opportunity comes in because of bad challenges. So that's what I would say, share.
All right, you heard it straight from him, guys. Persistence is key, and even you can throw something like this. Thank you so much. Best of luck with the rest of the show. It's been fantastic so far, and we hope to see you next year for the 14th annual.
See you next few days or next season.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Park Avenue West. In Surrey, parkavenueliving.ca.
Brighton College.
Close Look is brought to you by Applewood Kia. Two locations in Surrey and Langley. Applewood Kia.